The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Upper crust wood-fired pizza.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out 'cause you kept cutting the cord, and I started to fade into your grave.
This is Grain & Grange Market, the coolest little boutique you've never heard of. Come see us.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
At Krotz, Lori & Associates, our dedication to superior client service continues to drive our pursuit to provide the highest quality service. We are committed to providing close, personal attention to our clients and take pride in giving you the assurance that the help you receive comes from years of advanced training, technical experience, and financial acumen. We are not your ordinary bean counters. Call us today and find out what makes us different. 405-848-2200 or visit us at krotzcpa.com.
FloorTech proudly serves schools across the state of Oklahoma with gym floors and janitorial supply needs. Contact Jeff Southall so he can help your school. Jeff proudly supports his hometown Cashion Wildcats. Go Cats!
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
For over 50 years, Tulsa Tech has helped people find new career paths, jobs, and a successful future. We've partnered with Tulsa businesses to grow our economy and help train the workforce of our community. During these uncertain times, one thing is for sure. Tulsa Tech will be here when life returns to normal, helping people make their own path. We will get through this together.
And hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the BOK Center. This is the 56th Annual Tournament of Champions, and this is the final Girls Championship semifinal of the evening, the last girls bracket game, and their 4 games today. It'll be followed at 8:30 by the boys' final championship semifinal, Memorial against Owasso. So far, we know Lincoln Christian is in one of the spots on the girls' finals as they had a dramatic 55-53 win over Norman, the big 6A school, falling to the 4A Lincoln Christian, as Lincoln Christian hit 6 free throws in a row at the end of the game, including 2 with just 2 seconds left. Meanwhile, in the boys' semifinals just completed here on the Squirtle TV network, Dell City in overtime defeated Jenks 67-65. So Dell City will beat the winner, Memorial Owasso, tomorrow night at 8:30. And joining me now to help with the play-by-play and some commentary is a good long-time friend, Rob Thompson, with, of course, Cox TV. You know him for all his work there. And his son, Bryce Thompson, a legend in the area as well. But so is Rob. If the folks somehow don't know, give them some of your background in the sport here locally in Tulsa.
I'm just an old country boy from Biggs. That's it.
Yeah, that's it, buddy.
Dog played at Biggs and went to NEO for a year. Was fortunate to play on some good teams at the University of Tulsa for 3 years. So been around there for a while. Was also fortunate enough to be able to play in this Tournament of Champions a couple of times from Biggs. So great tournament, brings back a lot of memories and a lot of great players, and just fortunate to be back and watch and be able to talk about it a little bit.
And a great event, of course, because it does really set up that Hoosiers-type setting. Big schools, little schools, David Goliath, people love that.
Yeah, they really do love that, and you like the support you get. Those smaller schools, you know, they bring the whole community out, and it's a big deal to come up, be able to battle with the big schools and make some things happen. So you got to really like it.
So we got 6A Bixby against 4A Holland Hall in a championship semifinal here. About ready to get the action underway here. The officials tonight are Nicole Brannon, Jordan McCoy, and Mickey English calling the game for us tonight. And we get ready for the opening tip here. Ready to go. This is the final game of the girls' second day bracket. Tip easily controlled there. Goes back to Bixby, and here come the Spartans into the front court. Inside it goes, back outside to Gracie Warnley now. Around the left side, Gentry Baldwin. Alicia Nielsen. Over the right side it comes. Bryn Daniel. Alicia takes the ball, cuts inside, lays it inside. Oh, missing the layup is Meredith Mays. Back come the Holland Hall Dutch. Their starting lineup: Mia Fugate, Elsie Hill, Ava Greer, Sophia Regalado, and Kalea Johnson. Coached by Crystal Lawson. Came into this tournament 6-0. Lost their earlier game to Tahlequah, or beat Tahlequah 61-53. So now 7-0.
Both of these teams will be really
yes
disciplined, pass the ball extremely well, good shooters, a lot of talent on the floor.
Worthy goes over to the right side. It comes to Baldwin. Baldwin, now the shot taken and it hit the jumper. That's Alicia Nielsen, 6-foot junior center. Gets the first points of the game. We're underway. Bixby 2, Holland Hall 0, as the Dutch come back up the court here. Always impressed these young girls, and to me, the boys can learn a few lessons on free throw shooting from these ladies.
Well, free throw shooting, again, a lot of fundamentals. Great ball movement, find the open player and take the open shot.
Good three-point shooters, too, for the most
you're
part.
Exactly right. I mean, you see it, being able to knock it down. I was sideline reporter when the WNBA was here, and so watched a lot of great basketball in these games, as you see, talking about three-point shooting right there.
There's a three right there for Bixby. Alicia Nielsen now. Or check it, that is Gracie Wenley. And 5-0, Bixby off to a quick lead on Holland Hall.
Warnley, a Abilene Christian commit. Mom was an outstanding player. I guarantee you she played in Tournament of Champions.
We're talking about some of the prospects here and how I'm surprised some of these kids aren't getting a better look from some of the colleges, Robert.
Yeah, people don't realize how much COVID has played a big effect in these young ladies and young men's recruiting.
That, the portal, which I know the high school coaches are very concerned about, has really made it real tough on these young kids.
Yes, it has. Makes a big difference. I was talking to a coach the other day about a young player here in the area, and they really liked him, but they was choosing to go into the portal and get an older player.
Yeah,
so
that's tough. That and the COVID gives them another year of eligibility.
Yes.
It's a tough thing for some of the high school kids. Want to catch up with your son in the moment here, Bryce Thompson, one of the outstanding Booker T. Washington Stars. And after his college career, and get you updated on that in a moment here. With the basketball, Bixby Spartans leading Holland Hall 5-0 underway in the first 3 minutes to play here. A whistle and a traveling call. It's going to be whistled on Bixby's Gentry Baldwin. Back the other way will come the Holland Hall Dutch. Tell me something about your son, Bryce. Give us an update.
Bryce is doing good. He was injured. He was out a game and tried to play a little bit in their last game against Houston, but tried to go but couldn't go, but should be back healthy and ready to go when they resume play. But who knows with COVID when they're going to resume play.
Boy, I know it. Golly. Holland Hall in the front court looking for their first basket. Played 3 minutes this opening quarter. Dutch looking to get their first points. Jump shot won't go. For 22, Ava Greer. Up and is Kalea Johnson. She is fouled. Fouled by number 23, Meredith Mays. And to the free throw line will go Kalea Johnson, a 5'8" junior. Boy, these girls and boys both are so athletic now, Rock. Gosh.
Yeah, they are. Running and jumping and
great conditioning programs, great weight training programs, great facilities at these schools. Really helps these kids out.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Of course, Cox, the leaders in high school sports and the games of the week they have, and all have had a good time with you guys. You guys do a great job covering it and covered a lot of these champions too.
Yeah, been able to do it, for some years, see some outstanding players. I mean, usually the best teams in the state are going to be able to play in this tournament. And, boy, some great ones we've had over the years.
Kalea Johnson hits her 2 free throws. Those are Holland Hall's first 2 points. Back come the Bixby Spartans now leading 5-2. Driving through the lane. Call for traveling. There was Meredith Mays. We'll go back the other way. Bixby, coached by Tina Thomas of Class 6A. They came into this tournament 3-2, now 4-2 on the season. Holland Hall, coached by Crystal Lawson. They are a perfect 7-0 on the season, the Young Dutch. It's also a time you realize that none of these teams, of course, are really what they're going to be towards the end of the season. Many of these teams have only played 2 or 3 games, in fact, coming to the Tournament of Champions.
Yeah, you're right. And everybody's getting ready for the new season, get back from Christmas break, New Year's, get ready for conference play, and a lot of these teams will start catching their groove.
Holland Hall in the front court now. Looking for their first field goal. They have 2 free throws on the board. They're down 5-2. Driving is Ava Greer. Greer reverses, heads back to the baseline. Cut off there. In between the circles, Kalea Johnson. Johnson's going to take the jump shot. Off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Bixby's Brandon Daniel, number 14. And here come the Lady Spartans again, led by Gentry Baldwin, their 5'7" junior guard. Outside, 3-point shot is on the way. Hits the rim. Off it goes for Gracie Renley. Another 3-pointer on the way, no good. Tipped out, trying to save it for Bixby. They can't do it. It'll be Holland Hall basketball. So who's impressed you prep-wise so far? How about from the boys' side in this local area here that you've seen, Rob?
A lot of good players. I mean, Todd Frierson over at Memorial is a tremendous player for Coach Bobby Allison. You got to talk about Parker Frederickson over at Bixby. Trent Pierce, a good player. Him and Chris Mason and Cedric Dixon out of Union. They've done a tremendous. I mean, this is really a year, Chris. Across the board. You saw Jinx play, Ben Averett along with, Chase Martin, but a lot of good players all over the state. I mean, this is a year that if you don't have a kid or a relative playing, hey, go to the game, get some popcorn,
enjoy,
because there's some good teams here in the state this year.
Sophia Rolando missed an open 3-point shot for Holland Hall. We're back the other way with Bixby. And a foul is called on Bixby. Not a shooting foul, so it's going to be Bixby bringing the ball inbounds. Comes over to and Daniel. Now between the circles goes Gentry Baldwin, their 5'7" junior guard. Averages 12.2 points a game. Guarded closely there and knocking the ball away with Elsie Hill. It'll be a steal for Holland Hall. Back come the Dutch. Down the court, a long pass saved inbounds for Holland Hall. Driving now is Kalea Johnson. Up with the shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Bixby. That's their big 6'3" Meredith Mays that pulls it down. And back the way comes Bixby. Long pass down the court. Driving with the layup. Off the rim, no good, but a foul is going to be called. It's Gracie Renley who was fouled on the layup. I said, notice one thing with the girls, great free throw shooters, great 3-point shooters, but just look at the strength inside. The inside game is.
And that's the difference. They have to rely on their skill to be able to knock down shots. Not going to be as athletic as the boys running through there. But we talked about Gracie Wernley, outstanding player. But Mom Kara Falk was an outstanding player also. Great collegiate career.
Gracie at 5'9", hits both free throws. And Bixby adds to their lead, 7-2. Holland Hall has yet to get a field goal here. So coming down to 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this first quarter of play. Mia Fugate for Holland Hall. Now it comes off to Ava Greer. She'll take the three-pointer. Off the rim, no good. Bounces on the floor, and it's Gentry Baldwin picks it up for the Spartans. Pass down the sideline, knocked out of bounds by Holland Hall's Ava Greer. It'll be the Spartans basketball to inbound on the sideline here with Bryn Daniels to start the action. Coming in for Holland Hall, number 5, Miranda Davis. And going to the sideline will be Sophia Regalado. Waiting to inbound it. Here it comes in for Spartans. Lacey Nielsen around the other side. It goes to Gracie Renling. She drives and hits a running jumper.
Nice move right there by Wernley.
Yep. 5'9" junior, very smooth. Whistle, and traveling's going to be called on the Dutch. The basketball, Kalia Johnson. Traveling call. All right, so how do I develop my vertical leap? What am I doing wrong here? Well, golly, I just both knees replaced.
Hey.
I still can't jump higher than a piece of paper.
Well, a lot of
I don't know
times,
what the deal is.
if the big man didn't give it to you, you probably just don't got it.
I'll choose that. My wife Becky's over here shaking and agreeing with that. There is some truth about some people that just can't jump.
Yep.
Can't argue that. And I am so amazed. Some of the height these guys get, Coach. I mean,
yes.
You kidding me, Rob? Golly.
Yep.
Gentry Baldwin in the front court for the Bixby Spartans, leading 9-2 here, 1:39 left in the first quarter of play.
Nice
in
pass.
the lane, nice pass. Oh, wide open, missing the short jumper, Alicia Nielsen, and Holland Hall gets the rebound. Back come the Dutch. Mia Fugate now slows it up. In between the circles goes Kalia Johnson. Ava Greer, back to Johnson. Johnson turns, tries to get in the lane, turns again. Cut off nicely there by Meredith Mays. Now the outside shot, misses everything by Miranda Davis. And it'll be basketball out of bounds for Bixby Spartans. Amazing the basketball development programs of these AAU programs, special camps. I mean, incredible opportunities for these young athletes.
Yeah, it definitely is. We talked about COVID. It definitely, put a kind of damper on it for a while, not able to get a lot of these young players, boys and girls, exposure. But when that's not going on, boy, that's a nice shot right there. She's
now
really
it's
good
Lisa Nielsen, Bixby hits that short jumper. And Bixby now 11-2. Holland Hall in the last minute here still looking for their first basket. They have only 2 free throws in the opening quarter. On the drive, outside it goes, in and out. The three-pointer will not go for Ava Greer. And back we come in the final 37 seconds for Bixby with an 11-2 lead. Outside jumper, three-pointer, no good. For Bixby, that was Gracie Renley with the shot. Now driving Holland Hall, layup on the right side. There's their first field goal with 23 seconds left. Driving there was Ava Greer, their 5'10" senior. Lays it in with 18 seconds left. Back comes Bixby. 11-4, the lead over Holland Hall.
Nice play right there by Ava Greer to get something in transition that time. Good look ahead by Johnson.
Counting it down, 3 seconds. Boy, great pressure from Holland Hall. They throw a shot up the last second. That was just a desperation heave there by Gracie Renley as Holland Hall really shut him down defensively. And with 1 quarter in the books in this girls' championship semifinals, it is Bixby 11, Holland Hall 4. Can you hang with us for a few minutes, Rob?
Yeah, I'm hanging.
Have a good time, buddy. We're right back with more of the 56th Annual Tournament of Champions. This is Scorable TV.
When pain or an injury is keeping you from the game of life, we want to help you get back to your golf game, your yoga game, to the backyard games, the home games, back to the fun and games. Physical Therapy Central.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Crest Line Grant Merrill back at the POK Center. 2 champions. This is the girls' championship semifinals. And Bixby leading 11-4 after that first quarter of play. Holland Hall had a miserable shooting quarter. 1 of 10, 0 of 5 from 3 points. Bixby now 4 of 10, 1 of 4 from 3-point range. 7 points for Gracie Runley to lead Bixby. Only 1 field goal for Holland Hall in the first quarter. That was by Ava Greer. 11-4. Bixby over Holland Hall. Holland Hall shot is short by Elsie Hill. Bounces out of bounds, be a turnover, and Bixby will take over. Lady Spartans in their home white uniforms. The Dutch in their road, what do you call that, red, maroon? It's a Dutch red color. With Holland Hall across the front in their numbers. Bixby with their white, red, and blue trim, and Spartans across the front of their uniform. Inside it goes to the big girl for Bixby. Cut off there is Meredith Hayes. Across the court comes, battle for the basketball. Saving it is Renly. Across court it goes. Gentry Baldwin drives the lane now and loses the basketball out of bounds. It's going to go on a turnover. Back to Holland Hall. Holland Hall trying to get their offense going. Again, just 4 points in that first quarter. Outscored 11-4 and only 1 field goal in the first quarter. In the corner for the Dutch. That's Miranda Davis. Out top it comes down to Elsie Hill. Elise Hill. She's guarded closely by Gentry Baldwin for the Spartans. Now it's Kalea Johnson, their 5'8" junior forward. Loses the ball in the lane, picks it up though, and he's going to try again and lays it up and in. Had the ball stripped and battled for it, got it back, and Kalea Johnson up and in. With the basket for Holland Hall. Kalea Johnson gets their second field goal. Bixby, short jumper outside the lane. Did not fall. For the Spartans, Alicia Nielsen. Back comes Holland Hall. Long pass and trying to save it. Throwing it back in bounds, but not going to be able to save it in there. It's going to be out of bounds and go back to Bixby. Trying to save it there was Gracie Renly. Couldn't quite save it out of bounds, and it will be Bixby. Their lead now 11-6.
And this Bixby team, they've been good for a while. I mean, a lot of these girls have played together in the summer, have really good chemistry.
Bixby Spartans moving to the round now. Inside it goes, up and in. Nicely done by Elisa Nielsen, 6-footer, junior.
Nielsen, she's been very good. 2 turnarounds, able to finish in the lane, causing a matchup problem with her size.
Where do we get this size in high school now, huh?
I don't know.
Man. And again, some of the jumping ability of these young athletes, too, is just incredible. Holland Hall trailing 13-6, and they throw the ball away into the backcourt. Turnover against the Dutch. Bixby Spartans will take over here. So what's some advice from a proud father who produced a state championship basketball player, an All-American high school basketball player, a top basketball recruit? How'd Bryce do it? Must be all his dad.
Yeah, it definitely is. No.
He's got the bloodline, young.
Yeah.
I know about bloodlines at Thoroughbred Racing.
Yeah. It makes a difference.
Buddy. That's right.
Yeah, my wife was a pretty good athlete, but my biggest thing, I always say, have fun. I mean, I just think that some of the kids, when they get to that level, even here, that they don't have fun no more. I mean, it's like a job. You want to have fun. You want to be able to smile.
Is that what it was in Kansas? I was wondering about that because obviously Bryce had the talent to play anywhere.
Yeah, and I think just the style of play that you know, and he got to play there. He started some, but just the style of play, wanted to be able to play a little more free, you know, and which, you know, and that was a little tough situation. I played for Coach Self, so, you know.
No, I understand.
But you
Bill
know,
was great about it too.
Yeah. It was good.
Jump ball here, 16-6. Bixby lead of 10 now, 4:26 left in the first half. So, was he a portal guy, or did he just step out, just want to come back home?
Yeah, no, you have to enter the portal. So he entered the portal and had a.
How many opportunities did he have? Would you think? My gosh, every the country
20.
wanted him. Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah.
So what made the decision?
Well, I think he had a good relationship with Mike Boyd. You know, they were right there when he chose Kansas. and I thought that was good. He liked the style of play and just had developed that relationship with Boynton, and I think that's what made a difference.
Holland Hall in the front court. Jumper on the way, no good by Elise Hill. Pulled down by the Bixby Spartans. Back they come down the court here. Gentry Baldwin leading the attack. 16-6 Bixby. 4 minutes left in the first half.
Kind of a danger zone right now. If you're Holland Hall, you got to get some stops, and you got to try to get some easy baskets. Maybe in transition, we haven't seen much. Avery Greer had that one early. This girl has been huge so far.
Alyssa Nielsen, 6-footer, junior, buries another three. And you're right, it's slipping away from Holland Hall pretty quickly here, Coach. 19-6.
Nielsen is saying she knew Chris Lincoln was doing the game on Squirtle. She said, I want him to say my name.
Time it up, baby. She's doing well for us.
No doubt.
Outside, jumper for three. Won't go for Holland Hall's Leah Johnson. Hustles low, gets the ball back. Now tipped away by the Spartans. That was Bryn Daniel, got her hands on it, but it goes back to Holland Hall. Lining it up, Johnson takes a shot off the front of the rim, won't go. Bounces right down to a little 5'7" Gentry Baldwin. She comes back the other way.
Nice.
Lead pass comes to the big girl, drops it off underneath on the left side.
Who was that?
Turnaround jumper. That is Lisa Nielsen.
Who was that?
For Meredith Mays, huh?
Yeah, look,
wow.
give and go. You have good size
good
down there. And not only can they score, but you see how well they pass the ball down inside.
I got to ask you your thoughts on that that ridiculous NCAA penalty that went against Oklahoma State and Coach Boynton's team. And never seen a coach so emotional about some of that press conference. That was tough to watch.
Yeah, it was tough. And I think it was tough for him because he cooperated, told him, everything, and had been told not to cooperate, but he felt like he was doing the right thing. And
three-pointer, no good there by Ava Greer. Back they come the other way, the Spartans. Short jumper now taken and put in there. Again, I tell you, they are lighting it up here. That's Gracie Renley again. She is something special.
Yeah, this team can really get on the roll and make plays happen. They can really shoot the ball, but as you said, they're a really good passing team and does a very good job defensively.
Driving through the lane, putting up a one-hander for Holland Hall was Ava Greer.
And that's what
Holland Hall
has to do right there. They got to try to get some easy baskets, maybe something towards the hoop, and if you don't get it, you can get to the free throw line.
Gracie Winley was called for the foul at the free throw line is Ava Greer. The Dutch have been 2 or 2 of the free throw line early in the game. Bounced off the front of the rim, won't go in. Change now for the Spartans. Coming out is Daniel. Coming in is 21, Cassidy Blankenship. It's got to be related to one of the Blankenships, isn't it? There are Blankenships all over the place.
Yeah.
You can't swing a dead cat around here without hitting a Blankenship. all the Blanket Bill, of course, a great family there, and all his sons, and my gosh,
her brother,
great athletes.
Her brother, good football player, also a good wrestler, headed to OSU.
Long pass down Bixby. This it goes to the big girl. Nice inside pass game from Alicia Nielsen. Finishing it was the 6'3" Meredith Mays, and Bixby has turned this into a rout. 25-7, under 2 minutes left in the first half.
16-6, we said it was kind of a danger zone right now. And Bixby, very sound defensively. Haven't allowed, there's a close shot, not able to go. Good rebound.
Ava Greer had that and a rebound, battling for it. Holland Hall there, fighting hard though in there. It goes out of bounds, trying to save it there. Was 23, Sophia Regalado, but out of bounds. Turnover, it'll go to the Bixby Spartans with less than a minute and a half to play here. So what do you think of the Cowboys and their opportunities here? And, of course, OU with the new coach.
Yeah, and OU is doing a tremendous job. I mean, they are playing extremely well. Coach Moses is doing a great job with that program. So a lot of talent.
Jump shot no good there for Bixby. And coming back the other way is Holland Hall. Down to the final minute of the first half here. Dutch looking for some baskets. Need some scoring here. Round it goes. Through the lane. Goes clear Johnson. Outside jumper. Short by Mia Fugate. Comes down to Bixby. Back come the Spartans.
Bixby has done a good job of keeping them out of the paint.
Yeah, they have just controlled the boards here on this for sure. Gentry Baldwin. What are our prospects for our local guys? Golden Hurricane and the Golden Eagles here, TU and Oral Roberts.
And, I mean, they had an epic Mayor Cup battle.
Wow.
Two very good teams also. I mean, I think they're both teams that's going to make some noise. You see Worley right there.
There's your Renly girl again with another three-pointer, that 5'9" junior. Down to the final 13 seconds, 28-7 Bixby over Holland Hall. Under 10 seconds now. She won't know what the time is. Clea, look up there. There she go, babe. Take the shot off the front of the rim. That's going to do it for the first half. Bixby 28, Holland Hall 7 at the end of the first half. This is to decide who is going to go on to play in the girls' championship game. That'll be coming up, of course, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. The winner of this game will face Lincoln Christian, who earlier in the championship semifinal defeated Norman 55-53. Then in the boys' side, we already know that Dell City will be in there with the overtime win over Jenks, 67-65. They'll meet the winner of this Memorial Owasso game, should say, later tonight at 8:30. Well, I appreciate you being here with us, buddy.
No
Always
doubt,
you,
brother. Anytime.
It's fun.
We'll keep it going.
Checks in the mail, babe.
All right.
Buddy.
I'll be looking for it.
Remember that. There's no such thing. It's you're either professional or an amateur.
Yeah.
Professionals get paid.
They get paid,
hey,
Coach.
Take care, man.
All right.
Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
Happy New Year. All right, we're going to take a break here at halftime with Bixby rolling over Holland Hall 28-7. We come back. Grant Merrill will join us for the second half, and we'll decide who is going to go on to meet in the women's championship final against Lincoln Christian coming up tomorrow night. You're watching Tournament of Champion Basketball on the Squirtle TV network.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
At Maples Nixon Dieselhorst, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma, offering over 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour. This is your ultimate tea playground. You can order online through the app or the website for a quick pickup. Open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Be sure to stop by your Tulsa location. HTO for the best tea you've ever sipped on.
We welcome you back to the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa. Tournament of Champions continuing as Bixby leads Holland Hall 28-7. I'm Grant Merrill, joined by former NFL great and New York Giant, Willie Ponder. How are you, buddy?
Good. How's it going? Good to be here.
Good to see you. And, of course, Tournament of Champions, always a fun time. And, you're an old Central guy.
Yes, indeed.
Tell us a little bit about your involvement here with the tournament this year.
Well, I hadn't been in a while, due to coaching. I just moved back here to Tulsa, coaching in McLean. But it's always good to come to Tournament Champions. Brought back memories. I was just talking to my old coach over there, Coach Oliver Wallace. We won every tournament we went to as seniors at Central.
Wow.
So I'm a alumni of a Tournament Champions champion. I can say that.
Well, I know that's always a big thing. And, it doesn't matter whether you go to Central or we were talking to Jen Sanders, for example, about, she and I kind of grew up in the Muldrow area in Chalasaw.
Okay.
And, coming from those small towns, this is the biggest stage in high school basketball. But it hits the same no matter where you're coming from.
No doubt about it. I mean, this is a big-time tournament. I think Tulsa Public Schools and Coach Wilson done a great job putting it on. And what is this, like the 56th year?
56, yeah.
So that speaks alone for a tournament to go on that long. And it's good ball here. I was just talking to Mr. Deere. Shout out to Joe Deere of Cherokee Nation getting me up here.
We heard Joe played in the original Tournament of Champions 56 years ago, but I'm trying to at least spread that rumor.
And I'm sure he succeeded, huh?
Yeah, I think so. But anyway, yeah. Well, tell us about McLean this year. I know it's you guys are looking for some success and trying to turn things around over there.
Yeah, it's a Tulsa school that I love being a part of. Tulsa things, some things we need to. It's a tough year coming out of COVID. A little different and a little harder for us, but we're not gonna make no excuses. We're gonna keep pushing and keep working with the kids and keep them positive and hope for big things coming up here in 2022.
What are the biggest things that you want to see out of the next couple of years for McLean football?
Just to continue to get kids to go to school. And I know wins and losses, obviously we want to do that. But since I've been there, I mean, my main thing is pushing kids to want to get educated and want to give themselves a chance to get out of the north side of town for 4 years. To see something different. I mean, teaching life skills. So as long as I continue to see the kids have success and come back after they've been in school for a few semesters and tell me, Coach, you was right, and I'm on the right path right now, that's the big thing for me.
You're a man who got to do it. I mean, you got to the NFL, you got to the biggest levels of high school sports, college sports, and then professional sports, and, For those kids watching and listening or wherever they are around the state tonight, I mean, what's the biggest key to victory in a professional career that you can recommend for them?
Be true to it. If you want to do something, whether it's being a book writer or being an NFL quarterback, I think the main thing in the first place you can start out is being true to it, being solid, respecting the game, and just being all out. You give your effort. Lord knows what's in store for you. I think that's the big thing is just fighting and fighting for what you want and believing in it.
Well, Willie, I would encourage you to watch the company you keep with Joe Deere sitting together over there. But outside of that, we're glad you stopped by, and it's always a pleasure to talk to you. I know that it has to be fun to come back and see these kids and hope that some of them have the same success you did.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And I appreciate you guys for having me.
From Tulsa Central to the NFL, Willie Ponder did it all, and we're happy he joined us here. Stay with us. We've got about a minute and a half until third quarter action resumes between Bixby and Holland Hall. This is the Tournament of Champions on Squirtle.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options, lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Upper Crust wood-fired pizza.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
And we welcome you back to the final girls game of the second day of the Tournament of Champions. This is the championship semifinal bracket game. And, well, actually it's not much of a game. Bixby 28, Holland Hall 7 as we get ready to start the third quarter. The winner of this game will go on to the championship game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock against Lincoln Christian, who won that dramatic 55-53 game of Norman, shooting free throws in the final 2 seconds to win that game. In the boys' game, the earlier semifinal, it was Dell City in overtime beating Jenks 67-65. They moved to the 8:30 championship game tomorrow night to beat the Memorial Owasso winner. That game is coming up here at 8:30 with Grant Merrill. That should be a heck of a contest. Ready to go. And, of course, right now it's all controlled by the Bixby Spartans. Holland Hall, and they travel coming out of the gate here. Travel called on Elisa Hill. Turnovers in the first half. 7 turnovers for Holland Hall. There's going to be 5 turnovers for both teams. But Holland Hall just awful shooting. 2 of 21, 0 of 12 from three-point range, while Bixby's 11 of 20 and 4 of 8. Spartans now into the front court. Gentry Baldwin holds the ball up. Inside the pass comes to the big girl. Meredith Mays turns, tries to lose, and lost the basketball. Taken away by Maya Fugate. Fugate driving down, tries to lay it up with the left hand, and ups it in the glass and in. 2 Spartans are on her, but Maya Fugate did a nice job getting up there, that 5'4" junior. In the middle it goes, the other side to Bixby, turnaround jumper, good by Meredith Mays. In the first half, Bixby led by Gracie Renley with 12 points, 11 points for Elisa Nielsen. And for Holland Hall, Kayla Johnson with 4 points was their leading scorer. They only had, again, 7 points in the entire first half. 4 in the first quarter and only 3 in the second quarter for Holland Hall. Back come the Bixby Spartans now with a 30-9 lead. Outside three-point shot will not go for Gentry Baldwin. Bounces off, picked up on the floor by Kalia Johnson. Johnson comes down the right side for the Dutch, drives the lane, kicks out to the left side. Jumper is taken and hit, three-pointer. Nicely done by Elise Hill.
Holland Hall needs all of those they can get.
Yeah, I want to thank you for letting me do this game for you.
Yeah, well, you know, I try to pick them accordingly.
I was giving Crystal Lawson a tough time. And with Bixby, our Bixby coach over here, Tina Thomas, I said, hey, thanks so much, Coach. Killing me here, killing me.
That's a tell of two halves.
Here it comes back to Holland Hall, and this now a good drive. Hey, look at Holland Hall starting to get to action. Ava Greer scores on a layup, and the Dutch are starting to get some things going. Down 30-14 now.
See, look at that. Word of your attitude got to the locker room, and now Holland Hall is mounting a comeback run.
They were outscored 20-7 in the first half, but in the second half, they've outscored Bixby here, 12-2. Inside, there's that big girl, Meredith Mays, a 6'3" forward on a little hook shot, 32-14.
5:27 to go, third quarter action.
Underneath, up overhead on a nice layup. Twisting shot there, up and in for Holland Hall by Ava Greer, the 5'10" senior. Now a drive the other way for the Spartans. Ball would not fall for Gentry Baldwin. And the rebound comes down to Holland Hall. Back come the Dutch. Holding it up now. Mia Fugate drops it off. Back to Fugate it comes now from Greer. Greer on the right side to Sophia Regalado. Now a jump shot off the side. In and out, no good by Elise Hill. Battle for on the floor, and it's going to be picked up by the Bixby Spartans. Nice hustle there by number 14, Bryn Daniel, to win the ball for Bixby. Back comes Bixby. Gracie Winley holding it up high, won't go. Bouncing, looking to get it past Meredith Mays, threw it to the corner. Nobody was there. Turnover against the Lady Spartans. It'll be Holland Hall, the Dutch, will bring it in bounds. 4:27 left, third quarter. Bixby 32-16. Holland Hall, after scoring only 7 points in the first 2 quarters, has come back and put 9 points up already in this quarter. Again, Holland Hall. Outside between the two circles, Elise Hill, their 5'8" junior. Down the right sideline it goes to Traver. Sophia Regalando. Around the horn it comes, the left side here. Now start to drive the lane is Kalia Johnson. Johnson starts in again, now pulls back. Gives the ball off to Sophia Regalado. Off the left side. Johnson going to take the jumper way over the basket, no good. Picked up on the bounce for the Spartans. Back comes Bixby. Bounced right into Bixby's Nielsen shot. Shot up no good. Rebound pulled down, though, for Bixby by Grady Wornley. And she drives. The shot is up. The shot is good by Gentry Baldwin, their 5'7" junior guard. 34-16 now. Holland Hall down the sideline. Pass comes from Elise Hill, and it goes to Regalado. She takes a shot way off the mark. Ball's loose on the floor. Picked up for the Dutch, and now whistle and a foul out of bounds. That was Holland Hall's Elise Hill that went out of bounds. She was pushed out of bounds there. That's just the first team foul on Bixby of the second half. Holland Hall with no team fouls so far. Holland Hall's Elise Hill, the 5'8" junior, gives the ball away to Maya Fugate, their 5'4" junior guard. Then to Clea Johnson, their 5'8" forward. Holland Hall down 34-16, but showing incredible patience here as they work the ball looking for the best shot. Inside it went to Regalado. She didn't have the shot. Outside it goes. Jumper by 21. Janaea Tarver hit nothing but the floor. Not even close. With the basketball now, Bixby Gentry Baldwin. Baldwin throws it in the middle. It comes to Gracie Renly. She has been the star for Bixby here tonight. First half she had 12 points, 2 of 5 from the three-point line. Inside, big girl Meredith Mays, the 6'3", missed an inside jumper in front of the basket. Now driving for the basket. There'll be a foul call on Bixby. On the drive was Holland Hall's Elise Hill. Foul is called on Bixby's Gentry Baldwin, number 2. And Elise will come to the free throw line and shoot 2, foul in the act of shooting. 2:06 left, third quarter. Winner of this game goes on to the championship ladies bracket game tomorrow night, being played here at 7 o'clock in the BOK Center. They'll meet Lincoln Christian, the winner of the first championship semifinal in the girls bracket, 55-53 over Norman this afternoon. Then tonight we saw Jenks and Dell City battle into overtime, with Dell City coming back to beat Jenks 67-65. And so Dell City moves to the boys championship game tomorrow night against the winner of tonight's Memorial Owasso game. That one tips at 8:30. Boys championship game tomorrow night also at 8:30. Holland Hall steals the basketball. Back to the Dutch come on the other side of the court. Driving to Elise Hill. Drops it off outside with the basketball. Sophia Regalado hands the ball out to Elise Hill. Inside it comes. Miranda Davis couldn't get the shot up. Back out it comes to Elise. Elise Hill looking for help outside. Down the left side, she works it out to Kalea Johnson. Johnson, right side. The jumper taken by Ava Gardner, and she hits. Ava Greer hits the 5'10" junior. Hits the three-pointer. And the Dutch trying to get back in this game. They're down 34-20. Minute 10 left in the third quarter. Spartans driving the basketball, whistling a foul as Gentry Baldwin was fouled on her way to the basket. The foul is going to be called on Holland Hall's Elise Hill, number 20. Change for the Bixby Spartans. Coming out is the big girl, 6'3", Meredith Mays. She's replaced by Bryn Daniel. Bixby inbounds the basket. Outside jumper, take it, and swished by another three-pointer for Gracie Worthy. She has been some kind of hot. Hits the three-pointer for Bixby, 37-20 now. Holland Hall, 45 seconds left in this third quarter. Elise Hill comes out with the basketball. Into the lane it goes. Number 5, Miranda Davis. Outside it goes to Regalado. She gives way to Ava Greer. Back to Regalado. Outside jump by Elise Hill. Good for 3. Elise Hill, a nice jumper for Holland Hall. 37-23. The Dutch are making a game of this now after being hopelessly out of it 28-7 in the first half. But they've fought back in this third quarter. Bixby Looking for the last shot with 10 seconds left in the quarter. The bench counts it down. Whistle, and traveling is the call on Gentry Ball with 2.4 seconds left. Well, this quarter belonged to Holland Hall. What a great comeback for the Dutch.
Yeah, it did, and they've really tried to narrow that deficit. Could be an interesting fourth quarter if they keep playing like they have.
Inbounded, Elise Hill just throws it down the court to the basket. No good, and that's the end of 3 quarters of play here in the women's second championship semifinal. 8 minutes on the clock. We'll move to the fourth quarter to take this break. It's the Bixby Lady Spartans 37, Holland Hall Dutch 23. This is Tournament of Champion basketball action on Squirtle TV.
So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out 'cause you kept cutting the cord, and I started to fade into your gray.
This is Grain and Grange Market, the coolest little boutique you've never heard of. Come see us.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business, and remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
That would be fun. Why aren't you doing it? I could.
We're back to action here at the BOK Center, the Tournament of Champions girls semifinal. We start the fourth quarter. Bixby leading Holland Hall 37-23. The Dutch, though, fought back, outscoring Bixby 16-9 in that third quarter. Holland Hall had only 4 points in the first quarter, 3 in the second, but 16 in the third, 37-23. Holland basketball knocked around, stolen, picked up. Here comes Bixby back the other way. Gracie Worley drives, lays it up, misses the layup. On the floor, whistle's going to be calling a foul. Battling for the basketball, Holland Hall's Miranda Davis hit the deck. Foul was called on Bixby. It'll be Holland Hall basketball, and here they come back the other way. Down 37-23 after 3 quarters of play. They trailed at the half, though, 28-7. So Holland Hall fighting back here, the Dutch with the basketball in front court. Sophia Regalado, off the right side it goes. Gets the pass back from Ava Greer. And out of the center it goes to Elise Hill. Elise Hill starts right, goes back left. Driving now into the lane, cut off there is Kalea Johnson. Outside, jumper no good by Elise Hill. Chasing it down in the corner for Bixby is Gentry Baldwin. Back of the Lady Spartans. Meredith Mays, their book 6'3" junior, up for the shot. Alyssa Nielsen from Meredith Mays, and Nielsen gets the basket. 39-23, Bixby. And Ava Greer in the front court for Holland Hall. Leaves it for Elise Hill. Outside it comes to Sophia Regalado. Swinging around the left side, it goes now to Kalea Johnson, their 5'8" junior. Shot up and good. Miranda Davis hits the three-pointer at 39-25. Bixby's Gentry Baldwin into the front court. Leaves it to Meredith Mays, the top of the circle. Leaves it now for Alyssa Nielsen. Nielsen in the corner it goes, and there's a three-pointer on the way. No good by Cassidy Blankenship. And here come the Holland Hall Dutch back. Ava Greer brings the ball down court. Across it goes to Kalea Johnson. Johnson back to Regalado. Drives to the left side, stops down. Drops it off for Miranda Davis. Drives the layup right hand. Won't go. Battle for it on the floor. Still loose. Still loose. Battling for it now, both Holland Hall and Bixby. Picked up by Holland Hall. The shot up around and in by number 22. Ava Greer. Holland Hall takes a timeout here with 5:20 left in the fourth quarter, of the game. 39-27, 12-point lead for Bixby. But earlier, remember, Bixby had that huge 28-7 lead at the end of the first half. And Holland Hall Dutch are fighting back. This is the Tournament of Champions on Scoitle TV.
At Krotz, Lori & Associates, our dedication to superior client service continues to drive our pursuit to provide the highest quality service. We are committed to providing close, personal attention to our clients and take pride in giving you the assurance that the help you receive comes from years of advanced training, technical experience, and financial acumen. We are not your ordinary bean counters. Call us today and find out what makes us different. 405-848-2200. Or visit us at krotzcpa.com.
Back to action here, 39-27. Bixby leads Holland Hall. The fourth and final quarter of the last girls' game of the night on this Tournament of Champions, the Tuesday semifinal round. In the corner it goes. Inside pass comes from Bixby's Alea Nielsen. Missing the layup was Meredith Mays, and back comes Holland Hall. Lady Dutch. Mia Fugate, across court it goes, and a whistle and traveling is called on Ava Greer. Turnover against Holland Hall. That's what they cannot do in this final 5 minutes. Trying to close that 12-point gap as they trail Bixby 39-27. Ball inbounded for Bixby by Ben Daniel, trapped in the back court. Momentarily it was Gracie Renly. Now to the front court. Renly double team. Gets the ball over to Alicia Nielsen. Back it comes to Renly. Starts to drive the lane. Pushed out of there, though, by Holland Hall's Ava Greer. Bounce pass over it goes to Gentry Baldwin. Baldwin down the sideline to Daniel. Brent Daniel holding the ball high. Looks inside. Pass goes inside to Meredith Mays. Up it goes. No good. Tries to save it, but it's out of bounds. Holland Hall with the basketball and a chance to close this down to a 10-point advantage, or maybe even less for Holland Hall. Ava Greer, cross-court pass, Mia Fugate. Mia Fugate drives, shoots it up behind the basket. Wild shot, be a turnover, goes back to Bixby. Gentry Bowen with pressure in the backcourt from Holland Hall now. Double, triple team is number 22 there, and she is Gracie Renly, but they're going to call a foul. It'll be Spartans' ball out of bounds. Now Bixby breaks the pressure, comes back up the court, into front court. On the drive there was Baldwin, laying it inside of the big gal, and there is Meredith Mays, a 6'3" junior, lays it in with the left hand, and Bixby now pushes it out to 41-27. Coming down to 3:45 left in this one. Intercepted the pass. Inside, that was Miranda Davis, who right into the hands of Alicia Nielsen, and back comes Bixby now. On the outside, Gracie Renly takes the shot. She's fouled. They're going to give her notes. The foul was called on Ava Greer. It is a two-shot foul, though. Trying to make a substitution in Holland Hall. They were bringing Miranda Davis off the court. Now they called her back. Free throw, up and in by Bixby's Gracie Renly. She hadn't properly checked into the game, so they're sending her back to do that. She's done that at the scorer's table. And in comes the Holland Hall substitute, Micaiah Johnson. Both free throws are good. Bixby 43, Holland Hall 27. Clock counting down to 3:20. Left in the game, the last championship semifinal for the ladies tonight. Lisa Hill drops it off for Kalaya Johnson. Johnson off the left side, it goes to Greer. Greer in the lane, up and in by Maya Fugate, would not fall. And Bixby comes down with the rebound. Gentry Baldwin giving Holland Hall only one shot each time. Dive for the basketball, there's a steal by Elise Hill. Hill drives the basket, lays touch, lay it up with the backhand, would not go. Bounces down to Gentry Ball when she comes back quickly the other way. In the paint it comes to the big girl, Meredith Mays, and she lost it out of bounds. It'll come back to Holland Hall. A little frantic there for the last minute or so. 2:48 left to play. 43-27 Bixby. Here comes Holland Hall. Elise Hill. They need some three-pointers here in a hurry. Elise Hill drives, blocked there by Meredith Mays, the 6'3" center. Blocks the ball. Down it comes to Renly. She drives, shoots, scores, and is fouled. Foul is on Mia Fugate for Holland Hall, number 15. And at the free throw line, trying to complete a three-point play, will be Gracie Wernley. And she does. Gracie, perfect 3 for 3 at the free throw line. Had 15 points lead Bixby after 3 quarters of play. 46-27, 19-point lead, 2:24 left. As the Holland Hall Dutch need some points in a hurry. Maya Fugate. Back it comes over to Micaiah Johnson. Now to Ava Greer. Greer stops, pops, round the rim, bounces through, and there's a three-pointer for her. And a quick timeout is called by Holland Hall with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. 46-29. Bixby over Holland Hall. This is the championship girls semifinals. And this is the 56th annual Tournament of Champions from the BOK. You're watching it on Squirtle TV.
FloorTech proudly serves schools across the state of Oklahoma with gym floors and janitorial supply needs. Contact Jeff Southall so he can help your school. Jeff proudly supports his hometown Cashin Wildcats. Go Cats!
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
Welcome back to the BOK Center. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left for the Girls Championship game. Chris Lincoln with Grant Merrill here for Squirtle TV. We've been calling all the action here. This is coming up on, let's see what it's going to be, 15th game. Game 16 is coming up at 8:30 when the boys Memorial and Owasso play in their boys semifinal game. Outside shot for Bixby won't fall for 22. Gracie Renly, and it's going to be out of bounds and go to Holland Hall. Under 2 minutes to play now. Now I'll tell you, Tina Thomas had to stop coaching. She's coaching hard on the sidelines here for her Bixby team, even though they're up by 46-29. Holland Hall needs some scoring in a hurry here. Outside it goes to Micaiah Johnson. Around the circle it comes to Maya Fugate. Fugate. Back it goes to Ava Greer. Greer shots down the baseline, turns into the lane, misses the shot over the basket. Picked up through the rebound by Kalea Johnson. Save for Holland Hall. And now driving down the lane, tripped up and falling is Maya Fugate. And she is fouled by Bixby's number 14, Bryn Daniel. And to the free throw line will go the freshman, Micaiah Johnson. Nope, not the free throw line. Sorry, there's only 14 fouls. Not a shooting foul, so Holland Hall has possession. Shot the ball with minute 15 left to play here. Fugate gives way to Elise Hill. Outside jumper, it is short by Eva Greer. Bounces down and picked up there by Gracie Wernley. Gracie Wernley starts down, drops it off inside, loses the basketball. Now back comes Holland Hall the other way. Under a minute to play. Jumper from the left side by Greer, in and out, will not go. Rebound underneath, up, bounces around, out. Micaiah Johnson was trying for the putback, but we had a foul call underneath on Bixby, and it'll be Holland Hall at the free throw line. Shooting the free throws will be number 11, the freshman Micaiah Johnson. Off the back rim, no good. She'll have one more foul in the act of shooting. 48.1 seconds left. Bixby 46, Holland Hall 29. And 30. As Micaiah Johnson hits that second free throw. Inbound for Bixby. Hand the basketball, their team leader, Gracie Wernley. Oh, the ball's knocked away, stolen away from Bryn Daniel. Back comes Elise Hill, shoots on the run, no good, but a foul called underneath. It's going to be blocking foul call on 22, Ava Greer. And shooting free throws. Fouled in the act of shooting. Will be Holland Hall's Elise Hill. Foul was on Gracie Worthy for Bixby. My correction on that. Elise Hill looking for a second free throw at the line. 36.3 seconds to play in the championship semifinal. Makes both free throws. 46-32. Bixby inbounds the basketball with a 14-point lead in the last 30 seconds. In the backcourt, Bixby controlling the basketball, drive up across the 10-second line. Gentry Baldwin with the basketball, backs it up there, 18 seconds left. They'll show play like they're trying to score here. Now she drives down the lane, drops it off underneath. Alicia Nielsen hits the basket, and that should be about it. Holland Hall gets the inbound pass as the clock runs down. Coming down is Elise Hill. Final shot by Clea Johnson is off the rim, and that's it. That is the end of the girls' bracket for day 2 of the championship semifinals, with Bixby defeating Holland Hall 48-32, and the Bixby Lady Spartans will move on into the championship women's finals to play Lincoln Christian tomorrow night here at the BOK Center at 7 o'clock. You really need to be here for the final 8 games tomorrow, as it'll be in the championship ladies finals at 7 o'clock. Again, Lincoln Christian with a dramatic 55-52 win over Norman, taking on Bixby with their big victory here this evening over Holland Hall. We'll come back in a little bit here because we have our game that we've all been talking about, waiting to see in the championship semifinal round. It's the 8th and final game of the day, and it's the big game between Tulsa Memorial and Owasso High School. The final score of this one again, Bixby defeats Holland Hall 48-32. We're going to come back, and you don't want to miss this game at 8:30 as Grant Merrill will be giving the call of Memorial and Owasso. So come on back on Score Little TV. I'm Chris Lincoln. Grant Merrill's alongside. A little busy eating popcorn right now and drinking Dr. Pepper, but he'll be ready for the championship game at 8:30. This is Score Little TV.